seen every single summer. No matter if it was like intifada, war, أي شيء اللي بيصير بيهمش. We always came back. Why? Because my father had a concern. My father was concerned that if his daughters didn't go back to Palestine every single summer, they would forget, like we would forget our roots, and we would grow up to be Kim Kardashian. So my neighbor came up to my father once and he said to him, Mr. Zayid, aren't you scared to send your kids to a war zone? And he said, war schmuck, my daughter's not going to grow up to be. The priest is looking at me, goodbye. I'm going to do that joke again in 10 seconds. So my neighbor, literally there was a priest looking right at me. It was very funny. It was so awkward because that's like my one dirty joke, and he was right there. So my neighbor would come up to my dad and he would say, Mr. Zayid, are you worried? And he said, what a schmuck, my daughters are not going to grow up to be no whore. So he would send us back. He would send us back to Palestine no matter what was happening. And then my father was a very, very, very conservative Arab man. I was raised by a man who was born in a village and left that village in 1958. And thankfully, his brain never left. It stayed exactly the same. So I'm always very surprised about the girls here because, you know, we were raised really, really strict. Like, my father had a list of activities we weren't allowed to do. We couldn't ride a bike. We couldn't ride a horse. We couldn't ride a seesaw. And then I come to Palestine, and all I see are the Palestinian girls' Facebook pages. Can we talk about Palestinian girls' Facebook pages? Because I have a question. Who is it that told every single Palestinian girl she has to pose like this? It's always the hand on the hip, the face to the side. We are Arab. Don't put your face to the side. Your nose looks like a beer.
True story.
True story. Half the people are like, come on, Arabi, we're getting it. So, I want to talk about hijabis. Where are my hijabis at? I have one right there. Clap for me. I have respect for the hijab. I respect you. Someday, inshallah, I might join you. I am afraid that I'll accidentally hang myself. Yes, inshallah. But I have a problem with some of the other girls who wear hijab. Or I want to talk about that. Can I talk about my issue with hijab? Okay. I am free. وإذا عباس بيجي بيجرني من المسرح قاعد بطير بقتله. Yeah. I have the wild would be like خذوها جننت أمنا خذها. But I have, you know, I have really, wallah, I have respect for the hijabis. What I don't like are the half-jabbies. You guys know what a half-jabby is? The veil starts right back here. It's like a convertible. It's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. I'm like, you either wear hijab or you don't. There's no in between. And then, Habibi, it's my show, not yours. برجعك على الخليل من طريق عصيان ما تنرفزنيش. Captain Shahid, come get him. Yeah, bint balad, I'm telling you. But there's something even worse than a half jab.